23 of Vlogmas. Christmas is almost here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Gonna kick back today because everything's all done? Me either. I actually have a majority of stuff done. As I mentioned yesterday, hopefully it has uploaded. I started it uploading about 11 o'clock last night, and when I got up this morning, it was at 21%. It's been fine all month, so I don't really know what's going on today. I had one night that it took all night to upload, but it had uploaded sometime during the night. I don't remember when. It was uploaded when I got up in the morning. Hopefully that one will eventually upload. If it gets to later today and it hasn't, I'm not actually sure what to do because the local library is now closed for the holidays. They won't be open again until Tuesday, I think. Maybe. I'm not even sure they're open Tuesday. The local libraries around here have weird hours. But anyway, I don't even know if I can go there. I could maybe go to a coffee shop. I'm not sure. The options are limited where I live. So hopefully that one's uploaded. Other than that, how is everything? I have done very little knitting. I did knit a little bit while I was editing last night. And I had my overhead light on in the kitchen, but it's fine for working on the computer, but not great for detail work. And I think on both of them, I actually got into tomorrow's color a little bit. See that okay? Look at that. So let's see, this is day 12, 13, actually looks a little funny there, doesn't it? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And these colors, they're very distinct when you look at them here. In the light last night, not so much. I wasn't sure when I went from one to the other. And can you tell, I think tomorrow's color is kind of a rust right here. I think I've gotten into that a little bit. So I got that. And this is the other one. And I think you can see on here, I got into tomorrow's color probably a couple of rounds. I think what I'm going to do, once I get this last color in, which I probably will, if I have time, I will go ahead and do that today. And I think I'm just going to do the ribbing for the cuff in the striped yarn rather than switch to the contrast color. I like a contrast toe, heel, and cuff, but I had one pair of socks a while back that I think I ran out, which is weird. I don't often run out of yarn. I think I'm a relatively tight knitter, so I don't normally run out, but I don't want to take a chance on this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It'll be a little bit faster if I do that. It doesn't make that much difference, but a little bit. And then I'll use the rest of the contrast for the heels, which of course I haven't gotten to. I feel so bad for not being able to keep up with my knitting. I'm so sorry. I will plan to do some real episodes in January and show you my projects as I finish them. Hopefully I'll get to that. Okay, Missouri Star Quilt, day 23. How do you like this setup? See, I'm actually sitting in front of that chair. But you can see a little bit more behind me, but you can still see me. I've been really fighting this. I put up one of my big lamps. If I think about it, I'll take a picture of it. I don't mind doing it, but it does take some extra time, so I haven't done that for Vlogmas. But when I do some regular episodes, I'm trying to get this little piece of tape right here loose. When I do regular episodes, if I'm just doing, once a week or so, it's a little easier to take time to set up. Give me a second. I think I'm actually going to have to get a pair of scissors to cut through that. Hang on. Ha, I got my handy dandy baby scissors. Okay. Just cut it. It's pretty big. Let's see what's in here. What could it be? A big ornament? A coffee mug? The world may never know. I can't get the styrofoam off. Ooh, coffee mug. Oh, this is really pretty. quilters are peacemakers. This is a really pretty color. Last year there was a coffee mug that was red and it says, "You are so awesome" or something. But I think I like this one better. I might give away the red one. What do you think? The other one's good for Christmas because it's red, but I like this one better. So very pretty. I like that a lot. That would look good at the lake house too. It matches my colors up there. Okay, day 23 of my yarn. I want to knit the yarn so bad. My crinkling face. Can you see? There. Very nice. Kind of that, I would say brown, like brown plummy, but it's really, I think this leans more to the brown. The camera's picking up a little bit more brown, I think. There's kind of purpley browns in there, I think. There, that's better. These colors are really, really pretty. Okay, I think that's it for up here today. My plan, best laid plans, right, is to do a little bit of sewing today because I have 2 vending events coming up in less than a month. Well, one of them's in less than a month, the other's just over a month. One is the retreat at Lake Greenwood. That's coming up in mid-January. There's a specific name for it that escapes me right now. If I find it somewhere, I'll put it below. But that one's coming up, and I have some fabric that's going to be at least up to that point exclusive for that event. So if you're going to be there and you're interested in a bag, I have some super cute fabric. I will put in a picture from, I took like a close-up of a part of the fabric, so I'll put that in there as kind of a little sneak peek. So if you're going to be there and you want one, let me know. Any that I have left over after that event will be available. I'm not sure if I'm going to make them available online. I might. But the next event is in Greenville, which is the, I've never been to this one, the Knit In. It's by the Knitters Guild. Is it Knitters Guild of South Carolina? Something like that. I'm a little nervous about that one. I haven't been before. But I'm going to be going up. I'm not attending the event itself, the weekend retreat. I am just a vendor at that event. And it's all day Friday and Saturday, I think the vendor hall is open. And then I finish up Saturday night, and I think I'm going to head home. I'm either going to come all the way back home. It's not that far. It's a couple hours drive. Or just come back to Lake Greenwood. What I want to find out, I'm staying in a hotel in Greenville for the event, but our lake house is only about an hour from there. So if this is an event I would potentially do in the future, I might kind of see how I feel about being an hour away. It would be more driving, obviously, but I wouldn't have to pay for a hotel. I would already have a place to stay. I'll just kind of see how the event is and whether it would be okay for me to be that far. I don't know that the organizers would care one way or the other, but anyway, a little, I don't know, inside baseball. Is that what, is it too behind the scenes? Probably not. So if you're going to be at either one of those, by all means, leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm excited about the Greenville event, but like I said, I'm a little nervous because I haven't done this one before. I don't really know what to expect. I don't know. I probably need to just ask the organizers how many people to expect. I have some yarn to dye for both of those events, and I need to get on that. I think, even though it's after Christmas, I think I'm going to dye up a couple more, the supplies for a couple more of the festive mistletoe that looks like holly socks, and have a couple of kits available for that. Like I said, it's after Christmas, so I don't know how well that'll do, but maybe. And but otherwise, I don't know how many people to expect. There's not a lot of vendors, but I think Miss Babs is one of the vendors, so I feel like I'm in good company. Oh, and their like special guest instructor is Heather Stortov. She's a master knitter and has been teaching knitting classes for a while. I took a class from her at SAF and really liked her. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting a chance to say hello to her. Okay, everybody. I have stocking stuffers to wrap. We have to make our Christmas mush, and I don't know if I'll get a chance to talk about it tomorrow, but at some point I will try to talk to you about mush. Should I do it now? Our Christmas mush I've described before. It's a family tradition that goes back probably at least over 100 years in my family, I'm sure, because it came from my grandmother's childhood, and she was born in the very early 1900s, like 1906. My grandfather was born in 1896, by the way, and he died when I was in college. So I really got to know, I was close to my grandparents, so I really got to know him. Fun fact. But anyway, the Christmas mush, think polenta. I think I mentioned this yesterday, which you won't have seen because it didn't upload. But what we do is cook a fresh ham. In other words, not smoked or cured or anything like that. Fresh ham. It could be pork loin or something else, but boiled, which sounds terrible. Boiled meat sounds terrible. It's fine. So boil it till it's cooked, then take the ham out so that you just have the broth in the pot. We bring it back to a boil and stir in plain, this is very important, we learned this a few years ago, plain yellow cornmeal, stirring constantly until it's too thick to stir, like till a wooden spoon stands up in the middle. We then put it into a pan. I call them a brownie pan, but it's like a 9x13 pan. And let it cool. Then you slice it and pan fry it. Most people are with me up to this point. They're like, okay, that doesn't sound too bad. But then once it's sliced and fried, we add a little salt on it and eat it with ketchup. Do you need a minute to be horrified? But it's like eating French fries, honestly. That's kind of what it tastes like to me. It's like eating French fries. And we slice the ham and have that with it. But really, the mush is the star of the show. So that's been, like I said, a Christmas tradition in my family for my entire life. It was my mother's tradition growing up, and it was her mother's tradition growing up to eat this on Christmas morning. So yeah, really old family tradition. One of my son's friends asked him, he knows about the Christmas mush, and I think it was maybe Thanksgiving. He said, does your family have any weird food traditions for Thanksgiving? I think he said exotic, which is a very polite way of putting it. But no, I don't think there's anything that's out of the ordinary that we do for Thanksgiving. But Christmas, yeah, a little bit. All right, everybody, I hope you are having a wonderful Saturday before Christmas, and hopefully I will remember to put in some pictures of various things before I upload for the day. This is now take 3 this evening. I'm just sort of rambly, so you may just get rambly me for a little while. It's about 7. I'm hoping to get this edited and started uploading pretty soon. We have to make our Christmas mush tonight for Christmas breakfast Monday morning. Tomorrow, did I already say this? I know I've said this, but have I said it on this video? Probably not. Tomorrow's going to be busy. We've got church in the morning at our regular time. I'm not sure what time we have to leave tomorrow, actually. But we'll have church in the morning, and then we have a Christmas Eve service tomorrow night, and we live about 40 minutes from the church. So there's going to be a lot of driving tomorrow, but that's okay. At least in the morning and probably driving to church tomorrow night, it will be light enough for me to knit on the way. So that's good. I hope that you are having a wonderful Christmas weekend and that you've got everything done that you need to do and that you can have a joyful and peaceful Christmas. I am planning to be back again tomorrow and hopefully again on Christmas Day to wish you the best. I will check in with you on Christmas Eve.